So most of you have probably seen the news that Marky Mark, the Zuck, the Android AI robot, is about to Thanos snap 5% of Meta employees. Now this is supposed to be a semi-serious video, so I'm going to try my best to at least maintain a 50-50 ratio between comedy and real talk, but let's see how it goes. In case you don't know, on Tuesday of this week, the Zuckbot aka Tech 2 Chains decided he would continue bringing the smoke. If you don't follow the news, well, Marky Mark in the last 2 weeks has been cooking. Here's a recap of recent events. Censorship, you're fired. Wokeness, you're fired. 5% of the lowest performers at Meta, you're fired. But don't worry, you're not actually getting laid off. No, you're being exited. Or promoted to customer, as we like to joke. Now that I've had my jokes and my fun, what is actually happening? As I mentioned before, 5% of the lowest performers will be let go after performance ratings are locked in. The word is that anyone who received a rating below the baseline of meeting all expectations is in danger. The first people to let go will be those who met most or met some of the expectations, and those, and I don't even know how this is possible, who met none. I mean, did you not even show up for work? How can you not meet any of the expectations? Anyway, I digress. Across all job functions, anyone not meeting the expectations will be in the firing line. It's not exactly known what the final criteria will be to determine the list of people who will go, but likely they're going to start with the lowest of the low performers and work their way up until they fulfill the 5% quota. This is a bit different from the previous two layoffs, where it was largely based on areas the company didn't want to invest in further and then just let off entire teams or large swaths of a team instead of making it purely performance-based. Managers will now have the ability to speak up and say that even if a certain employee did poorly, if they believe they could turn it around, they may be spared. A small amount of people here will be saved as a result of this mechanism, but presumably, unless your manager absolutely hates you, they're probably going to be doing this for every employee that they can, so I'm not sure how many people will ultimately be spared if everyone is trying to do this. Now, there's two topics I want to cover for the remainder of this video. The first is the implications here going forward. I don't believe that this is a one-time thing, and this is definitely will not be the last time we see a layoff like this. I think ever since Elon bought Twitter and nuked something like 80% of the company, it's kicked off a chain reaction inside the tech industry. Regardless of your views on whether Twitter has become a toxic cesspit or whether it's now the free speech platform that we all deserve, one thing is pretty much undoubtedly true. The site still functions as it did before. The functionality still works, the servers are up, new features are being added, and the entire thing hasn't imploded after the mass layoffs. I think that what this has shown for big tech companies is that the number of employees you actually need is far smaller than the number that they currently have. CEOs, whether they would publicly admit it or not, have taken a note, and ever since 2022, we've seen big waves of layoffs sweeping the tech industry, especially in big tech. They haven't really gone nuclear like Elon did, but the trend has shifted to laying off low performers and trimming the fat periodically. The same is absolutely true for Meta. From going to a company that never did a layoff, we've now seen 3 in the span of 3 years, and this definitely won't be the last. I think we're going to see similar cuts of low performers every year to weed out the coasters and those who aren't delivering. From a purely logical perspective, this makes sense. I can't really argue with the logic here. If people are drastically underperforming, it's not really a stretch to ask whether they should still be employed. The one thing that I don't necessarily like or agree with is that performance reviews at Meta follow a distribution model where a certain percentage, a fixed percentage, and in our case it's usually 12 to 15%, need to get a rating below the standard meets all. The problem here is that in cases where everyone meets expectations or does well, it's a forced distribution. You can't just say, well, everyone met expectations and therefore we aren't going to put anyone in the below expectations bucket. What ends up happening is that people ultimately need to get dragged down. So even if in theory they met all the expectations, what ends up happening is that it turns into a Hunger Games scenario where managers are out for blood, trying to protect their own teammates while also trying to make the case that someone else's teammate should go into the lower band. It's truly a horrible thing because it reduces employees to numbers and managers are fighting to prevent their own people from being taken to the slaughterhouse. But ultimately, this means they have to condemn someone else to it as a result. This forced ratings distribution is really one of the dark aspects of our performance reviews. In a perfect world, only the people who genuinely didn't do what they were supposed to do would receive bad ratings, but unfortunately, this isn't always the case, and it really sucks. Those who get thrust into this bucket for really no fault of their own have my deepest sympathies, and it really, really shouldn't be this way. The second and final topic I want to discuss is what all of these changes mean for current and future prospective employees. For current employees, it's important to realize that this is not going to be a one-off thing. This is our third round of layoffs, and it won't end here. The genie is out of the bottle, and there's no putting it back in. They absolutely will do this again, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's not just company policy to lay off 5% of the bottom performers every year going forward. It's important to remember that the company is absolutely not your friend and does not care about you in the slightest. They'd kick you to the curb if it meant the stock price increases. You're just a cog in the machine. Unless you're E8 plus, what you do on a daily basis doesn't really matter much in the grand scheme of things. You are replaceable, and you will be replaced at the earliest convenience given the chance. Don't get too attached to your work, and don't sacrifice what's important in life for a job. Yes, the compensation is amazing, but there's more important things in life than Meta. Don't forget that. For those that want to work at Meta and are currently interviewing or want to interview, know this one thing. Meta is not the company that it used to be. Culturally, we are drifting more and more to be like Amazon, and that's not a good thing. It's going to get more and more cutthroat as time goes on. Now that people know that one bad performance review means getting laid off, people are going to switch to a defensive mindset. The company culture used to be focused on collaboration and partnership, but it's hard to see how this will continue going forward. People are going to be much more careful with the projects and work they take on. Employees are going to be less likely to take risks and go outside of what is known out of the risk of it backfiring and getting fired. Those that have their own scope will be even less likely to share it or take potentially risky partnerships out of fear of it going wrong. It's a terrible feeling knowing that one bad performance review can basically mean the end of your employment. This will only make the culture more and more toxic. Employees will feel squeezed to work harder and harder to stay ahead of their peers and others. People will start foregoing their work-life balance to stay ahead of the curve, and burnout rates will increase. I think probably the worst aspect of it all is starting to look at your peers and colleagues and reducing everyone down to a binary decision. Does this person do more work than me? Am I doing better than this person? What does this person do all day? Damn, this guy works a lot. I need to catch up. Wow, what does that guy do? He just sits on his ass all day. The trend, from what I've noticed, is that every PSC season just keeps getting worse and worse. Every year, managers walk out of it and tell us how this one was the worst year they've ever seen, and how this year was a bloodbath. And it just gets worse as time goes on. Meta is truly a corporation now, and that comes with all of the pluses and, unfortunately, all of the minuses. At the end of the day, remember that it's just a job. Make your money while you can, learn as much as possible, enjoy the ride, and what happens, happens. Do the best that you can do, and if one day that means that you've got to go, don't lament it, don't fight it. There's a season for everything in life, and one day your chapter at Meta will end. At which point you can just dust off your LeetCode skills, watch Cracking FAANG's amazing YouTube solution videos. Please subscribe. And that's all for today. I hope you found the video informative. Thank you for watching to the end if you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to help the channel grow. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye.